The first typewriter was called the Scholes and Gilden typewriter, and it was produced by E. Remington and Sons, who were gunmakers in Illinois, New York, from 1874 to 1878. The actual typewriter was first invented by Christopher Latham Scholes, a local publisher, politician, and philosopher, but it was not a great success. In fact, not more than 5,000 typewriters were sold during the 5 years following its initial creation. It was unpopular because it typed only in capital letters. In addition, it was sluggish, finicky, and inefficient. The original typewriter was heavily embellished with colorful decals and gold paint. The treadle model of the typewriter had a foot treadle that was provided for the carriage return, which made it look like an old sewing machine. Another model of the first typewriter, the table model, had a handle at the side instead of the foot pedal. Mark Twain was one of the first users of the table model. However, after using it for a bit, he put it aside. Therefore, many people, including Mark Twain, found the new invention rather uncomfortable and preferred handwriting.
After Microsoft Word was first invented, it became a huge hit with computer users across the world. It was revolutionary for its time, as before the program was invented, the typewriter was mankind's word processing program. It was extremely helpful to the computer world and influenced many to buy computers. This made the designer of not only Microsoft Word, but also the first computers very successful. Microsoft Word is used for many things such as letters, school assignments, business contracts, and other business matters, books, and basically anything that could be written by hand. Microsoft became the world's most popular word processing tool, and it had a massive impact on the economy. Microsoft Word was hugely successful. It inspired the creators of the product to invent more programs, such as Microsoft PowerPoint and Microsoft Excel. This led to even more designability for newspapers and other companies using the computer.
The main progression in typewriters, as mentioned before, was the variation in the physical appearance. This immense change made in this technology from the first typewriter to the last was the difference of manual typing and electronic typing. Manual typewriters were portable and usable on any location. However, the electronic typewriter required plugins which did not allow the machineries to work everywhere. The very first typewriter used the QWERTY keyboard just as the very last typewriter used the QWERTY keyboard. In fact, this QWERTY keyboard is still used today on all computers and laptops. However, unlike the previous typewriters, the number 2 machine typed in both uppercase and lowercase by using a shift key. Instead of decorated panels, the new typewriter had the arch-type open black box look, which was not only a new physical change, but another change that allowed the machine to work more quietly. After another decade, Remington No. 2 became very successful, and the typewriter industry was well on its way.
Taking inspiration from the free and easy use of the typewriter, Microsoft Word improved on these details and functions. Most typewriters had only one size and one type of font. Word allowed users to completely customize documents. Also, you didn't have to lug it around wherever you went. Originally called Multi-Tool Word, it began as an extremely basic program and only had the most primitive features. It was first ran on a computer system called MS-DOS. This was one of the first original computer systems. At the very start, there was no mouse, and you simply typed in commands like the. It is still used today because it is so simple, it makes computer errors easy to repair. As Word progressively became more popular, more and more features were added. Today, Word is the most popular word processing program in the world. Billions use it daily, and it continues to provide the world with new functions, features, and designs that have become vital to almost every single piece of writing.